Hi guys, it's Light here, and today I'm going to be giving Blackpink, Red Velvet, and Twice a comeback for this video. And I'm doing this fun video because Twice, Red Velvet, and Blackpink haven't had a comeback yet, and only Rose and Wendy have had solo debuts, while Twice is preparing for their Japanese comeback Kura Kura. I'm too lazy to edit my other videos that are in stock that I have to edit and upload. So I decided to do this fun video because I wanted to upload more on J-Lite, and I'm already doing that. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you sub to me because I'll be releasing more videos soon, and I'll be making more videos and more content for this channel. So without any further ado or without any time wasted, let's get into the video. So I gave Blackpink, Red Velvet, and Twice a full album with 8 songs, and in the 8 songs I tried to add popular groups, but I only could think of a lot of underrated songs that I would think would fit Blackpink, Red Velvet, and Twice's discography. So basically I added maybe 1 2 popular songs and more underrated songs in the discography. So I hope you understand, and I hope that you check out these songs if you didn't know these songs existed. And I hope that you support these groups because even though a lot of them are disbanded, there are a lot of them who are still promoting. So yeah, so let's get into the video because this is going to be a really fun video. So here is Twice's album cover and name. So I tried to be as diverse as possible with Twice's album since they did cute concepts in the past, and then now they do mature concepts. They also did an 80s concept song, and a lot of the B-sides, they have like beautiful B-sides, chill B-sides, and they have a lot of different diverse B-sides. So that's what I did in Twice's album, and here's the track list for the album. So I gave Twice the title track, that is STUZZZ, because it's an angelic concept, and since Twice have been doing more mature concepts after Fancy, and they release angelic songs like Feel Special, and they even have some angelic B-sides like Shadow and Depend on You and some other B-sides that I cannot remember the names of at the moment. I thought STUZZZ would fit amazingly with Twice because it has the catchy instrumental, the catchy chorus, the verses. It has like, you know, some high notes. It has really nice rap, a really nice choreography that could be pulled off by Twice really well. And I thought of giving this to Twice mainly because it was an angelic concept, and as I said, Twice have been releasing angelic concept songs too along with the mature concept, and they pulled that off so amazingly that I thought STUZZZ would fit perfectly in Twice's discography, and that Twice would really pull off this concept if they tried. Imagine how angelic the MV would be, how amazing it would be. It would be so amazing. It would be even better than Feel Special's MV. Like Feel Special MV was really nice, but like it didn't give me too much angelic vibes as the song gave me. And I think that if Twice did ZZZ, they could do such an amazing MV. Imagine what type of MV JYP would give them for this song. I really think this song would fit Twice's discography, and if they did it, they would pull it off amazingly. There's no like, if they tried this, they maybe could pull it off. There's no maybe, they would definitely pull it off 100%. That's why I gave them this song. So I gave Twice Sisters I Like That for the secondary track because of the fact that Twice do mature concepts now, and I wanted them to have a mature kind of a song that is more, you know, seductive, kind of more on the sexier side, you could say, but like not too sexy, like for say like AOA's like a cat mini skirt, or sister songs like Touch My Body and Shake It, and those, not the sexy kind of K-pop songs, but the more mature kind of K-pop songs that are more seductive kind, and are not like, you know, sexual in a way, but just like more seductive and that kind. So I thought Six Sisters I Like That was the perfect choice for them because this is the more seductive kind of sexy K-pop song and least sexual kind. So I thought that they would fit perfectly with Twice's discography because I wanted to see them do this kind of concept in their mature songs and see how well they could pull it off, because they have such amazing vocalists and dancers in Twice, and they have, you know, amazing rappers and stuff. And I wanted them to release a song that is more mature and seductive. Like Cry For Me was one of their best mature songs ever, but sadly we never got an MV, and I want Twice to do a concept like Cry For Me, but like more seductive, more mature kind, and I wanted them to, try out this concept to see how far they can take their mature concepts too. And I wanted to see how well they would pull it off and how amazingly they would perform this on music shows. And that's why I thought of giving it to them, because I want to see them do mature concepts that are more on the seductive side, more on the sexy side, but not too sexy. Not taking away from the original Twice image that is, being angelic, being cute, and being fun. So that's why I gave Twice this song and this concept to do.
내 한의 sunshine 찾아 where you are 우리만의 story No one will understand 너와 나의 사이.
So here is Red Velvet's album cover and name. So for Red Velvet's album, I gave them 4 bops and 4 beautiful chill vocal songs. And by bops, I mean the catchy, fun, upbeat songs that get stuck in your head easily. I wanted to give them more diverse B-sides, but every time I kept thinking of a B-side to give Red Velvet, since they are more vocal-based and amazing harmony kind of a group coming from SM, I kept thinking of more beautiful vocal chill-based songs. And since the title track is a bop song, I added more bops in the B-sides as well as beautiful vocally chill songs. So that's why I didn't make the album more diverse, and that's why I gave them 4 bops and 4 beautiful songs.
bling bling 건드리면 더 터질 것처럼 bling bling 깜빡거려.
So the title track I gave Red Velvet was Unicorn's Blink Blink, and I gave this because Red Velvet did a concept like Zimzalabim, and if they did a concept like Unicorn's Blink Blink, it would be amazing. Unicorn's Blink Blink is like a EDM kind of song with like a dubstep post-chorus sort of a thing, and it's really amazingly done. The company really well done, and the MV is so trippy AF that it makes you feel like you're on drugs and stuff. And SM always likes, doing that extra effects and stuff in the MV. Like if you look at Zimzalabim, or if you look at the album covers, like the Rookie, like the ones with Rookie, and then the Rever Festival album covers, you see how many different effects and stuff are there in the video, in the album cover. And even in Zimzalabim, how many different weird effects are there. And Unicorn has so much of trippy effects in the MV. Oh my god, watching the MV is so much fun, and it makes me feel like I've taken so much of drugs that I'm going insane and I'm hallucinating. And as I said, Unicorn's Blink Blink is a EDM type of song with like a dubstep post-chorus and stuff. And I think it would fit amazingly with Red Velvet's discography, because the song originally has amazing vocals with an instrumental, EDM instrumental, and I want to see Red Velvet do an EDM kind of a concept, because I personally love Zimzalabim, and I always thought that Zimzalabim just needed an EDM instrumental to be amazing, because the instrumental it was released with wasn't as good as I thought it was. And that's why I thought that Zimzalabim would be better as an EDM instrumental, because I want to see Red Velvet do an EDM type of a song. And Unicorn's Blink Blink is such an amazingly done song by Unicorn that if Red Velvet did it, they would pull it off so amazingly, because I want them to do an EDM influenced track or something EDM based. And this would be perfect for them and their discography.
시간아키 정을 일으켜 그에게 할 말이 있어 다정했던 우리들 추억이 예쁘게 반짝거리고.
So for the secondary title track, I gave QoS's Miracle to Red Velvet, which is Queens of Sound, and they're such amazing vocalists, and they really did this song amazingly. And because of how amazing this song is and how vocal based it is, I gave it to Red Velvet, because since I gave Red Velvet a more iconic title track, I decided to give them a less iconic, more beautiful secondary track, the one where SM could, release a video of them singing it, but they're just sitting in a place like, on sofas or in an area that is perfectly decorated and makes the video look aesthetic. That the song would be really beautiful. And this song, I don't want, if they did this song, I wouldn't want an MV from them. I would just want a special video, like I said now, where they're just sitting in a room with a lot of nice, beautiful decorations to really add nice aesthetic to it. This song really feels like a really nice, chill OST. And this song has perfect amount of vocals. It doesn't have super powerful vocals, neither does it have super soft vocals. It has the really right amount of vocals, and in the second verse it has really soft ASMR type of rapping done by Nicki. And I thought that if I gave this to Red Velvet, since it was a more vocal based song with amazing raps in it, it would really fit amazingly with Red Velvet, because Red Velvet really do amazingly when it comes to beautiful tracks. Like One of These Nights is my favorite Red Velvet song from their more beautiful track side. And this song is so amazing that I thought Red Velvet could pull it off amazingly, since all of them are such amazing vocalists. His SM focuses on vocals a lot. And if SM produced this song, he could have made it like, really iconically, really iconic and really amazing. And that's why I gave it to Red Velvet, mainly because of how vocally amazing this song is.
이건 그냥 보내지 마. 오늘이 다시 나도록 널 그리겠지. 날 꼭 안아줘. 아무리 Pinky promise 깊은 저 하늘에 새겨 우리의 에너지에 Pinky promise 같은 꿈에까지 Say hi 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 안녕하고 말할 만큼 이미 hi 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 나를 좀 더 데려가줘 내게 물들어 이 손가락 내게 물들어 이 손가락
So here's Blackpink's album cover and name. So for Blackpink's album, I gave them a lot of Girl Crush songs and Girl Crush B-sides, but I gave them maybe 1-2 diverse tracks in their album. Like when they released the album, it had more fun tracks and it had like the Girl Crushy concept vibe kind of a tracks. But for this album, which I made, I did the opposite of the album. For Blackheart, I gave them more girl crush concepts and less fun concepts, because they are amazing at doing the girl crush concepts. And I picked some amazing girl crush songs that I would think would fit their discography, and some other songs that I think would fit their discography as well.
You just like a tornado 너 하나 믿었는데 You just like a tornado
Forten's Tornado could actually fit 21's discography, since they did the EDM kind of sound back then when they promoted. But I also think it will fit Blackpink's discography, mainly because they did Lovesick Girls. And Lovesick Girls and Forten's Tornado are literally the same concept. Basically, they're both emotional EDM songs. And even though both the songs are different with the instrumental and the singing and the rapping and everything about it, the concept is the same. Both of them have that emotional kind of sound and emotional kind of, music over an EDM sound. And I think that Forten's Tornado would fit perfectly with Blackpink, since they did Lovesick Girls. And also because where around the time Lovesick Girls came out and Blackpink were promoting Lovesick Girls, right? I did a remix where I took the acapella of Lovesick Girls and put it over the filtered instrumental of Forten's Tornado, and it matched so well. So that's why I think that Four Times Tornado would be perfect for Blackpink because they released Lovesick Girls and they pulled off Lovesick Girls so well, so amazingly that I think that Four Times Tornado would be just as amazing for them because they already did this sort of concept before. And if they release Four Times Tornado, it wouldn't be like a new concept to them. It would be like a similar concept to Lovesick Girls. Like in Four Times Tornado, they have like the really nice, powerful vocals, not too powerful, but like the powerful vocals for Jenny, Jisoo, and Rose. I mean, then they have Ten's amazing raps. Her name is Tem, Tem. Tem's amazing raps in the second verse and in the bridge part before the last chorus, which Lisa and Jenny could do, like a Lisa Jenny rap duo. And they have so many amazing parts of the song. The MV is nice and clean and simple, but the song is really amazing. The dance is not super iconic, but Blackpink always strive to be iconic, and Blackpink are always releasing iconic songs. Every comeback they release an iconic song. So they could make the choreography iconic, the song iconic. They could add, different effects in the MV. They could really make this song just as amazing as how Lovesick Girls was. Like the MV for Lovesick Girls and the song and everything was amazing. So if they release Four Times Tornado as a title track in an album, it would be just as amazing and just as perfect as Lovesick Girls. Like it could be like a what you call it, a sequel to Lovesick Girls, since they're both the same concept or whatever you could call it. But it's just amazing. Blackpink would really do this song justice and would really do amazing with this song and this concept since they did it before.
뻔한 게 뻔해 뻔해 뻔뻔해 그 말도 뻔해 뻔해 뻔뻔해 사랑의 속고 속에 지금까지
So for the secondary title track of Blackpink's album, I gave Shameless by Ice to Blackpink. Shameless by Ice is a more mature but dark kind of a K-pop song with a really, really hard instrumental with some really amazing vocals and iconic raps by Kimmy and stuff. The reason I gave this to Blackpink was because I want to see them do a more mature song that is, more on the emotional side or more on the seductive kind of side or something that is more dark. Like Ice Cream is a sexual kind of song, meaning like it's a more mature kind of song with a lot of, it has that sort of sexual kind of vibe to it. Even it's like a fun summer kind of song. But I want Blackpink to do a more darker song that has more vocals and amazing raps and stuff. So that's why I gave them Ice's Shameless. If you notice, for the album, Blackpink released Lovesick Girls as a title track, and then besides promoting that on live shows, they promoted Pretty Savage, which was just as iconic, even though I didn't love Pretty Savage. So both Lovesick Girls and Pretty Savage were iconic songs. And that's why I gave Blackpink an iconic title track and an iconic secondary track as well, so that both songs could be just as iconic as each other and one wouldn't overshadow the other. So that's why I thought that Blackpink should try at least, doing different concepts at least once. Even if they focus on the girl crush, at least have one B-side or at least have one title track, a different track, because they released As If It's Your Last, which was like a cutesy kind of a song. Then they released like songs like Stay and Hope Not, which were more sad, and then they released Lovesick Girls, which was an emotional EDM song. So I thought that if they had Ice's Shameless, then they could have, at least some diversity in their discography along with their other diverse tracks. And they could release like a more mature sound that is not like, fun, or not like, like a summer bop or something, maybe like a dark and sad and emotional kind of a dark song. So that's why I gave them Ice's Shameless, and that's why I want to see them do different concepts at least once in their career. Even if they focused on one concept, they should at least try at least one different concept each time. Even if it's one song, I don't mind, as long as they are trying a new concept.
I'm taking a free chill 나나나 이대로 내 모습 그대로 free chill 너너너 이대로 네 모습 그대로 Let me watch you move. Can you keep up? Better got you ring my bell. Can you keep up? Tell me what you want. 저 멀리 밝게 빛나
So guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope that you sub to me because I'll be releasing more videos soon. And I hope that you enjoyed this really shittily edited video. I'm not an amazing video editor. And I hope that you don't laugh at the album covers I made because I'm not a good photo editor either. And if you have any editing tips that I could use, because I edit on my phone on Android using CapCut. If you have any editing tips on how I can make my editing better using a mobile, then feel free to share it in the comments. Also, thank you for watching and stay safe and wash your hands and wear masks and protect yourself from COVID. So anyways, without further ado, cue outro.